want some? Who's next? Huh? How about it? Who wants some?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. We back. Welcome back to the best place that you could be in the entire town of Fairlawn, New Jersey, the VHS Doom podcast and rental store and Fairlawn hangout spot. No, we're not in Fairlawn. We're definitely not in Fairlawn. But that's right. We are back at the motherfucking store. Woo! Are you excited, Mikey? You happy you took a shower?
Oh yeah, totally. That was so gross after the last episode.
Dude, holy shit. Yes, there was just blood and vomit and the car. I just burnt the car out back. I set it on fire. We will display the car in front of the store from now on as like a memory, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we survived, guys. But yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and give us a like, a follow, a rating, and share us with your friends. And this week, share us with the person that you have a crush on. Give us their social media handle or their email, and we will tell them for you. We'll say, hey, they really like you. They think you're a cutie. And why don't you go on a little date?
Wouldn't that make sense for Valentine's Day, though?
Oh, no, it's Halloween. That's our Halloween gift to you is love. And death and murder.
And blood.
And yeah, I mean, on the back burner, we'll still flay your enemies, but you know, whatever. If you got a little cutie with a booty you're trying to talk to, let us talk to him for you. All right. Most importantly, subscribe. Wherever you're listening to us, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And give the show a follow, and you'll know that the show comes out a little bit earlier than we say it does. I guess I've said that so many times it just comes out when I say it.
Yeah, I usually just do it when I first wake up on Saturday. So
yeah, Saturday is when the show comes out, unless you subscribe or something.
It comes out at midnight.
Dun dun dun! Midnight show, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So check out the merch store, a little pandering sesh. You know we do that every week. Mikey's going to show it to you if you're on YouTube. But we got a lot of fire designs out right now, and actually, we just got some pictures in our email from good old Troy of him wearing his VHS Doom staff shirt, and it looks bad ass. There's Troy, the man with the plan, giving y'all the finger in front of a glorious, beautiful mountain, and he wears a pretty sweet fucking fanny pack.
And he burnt down the forest all around him.
Yes, he burnt down all the trees, but I don't know. Maybe he didn't do it. Maybe it was Scabby with a match and a little bit of piss. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So as you can see, the shirts are fucking cool as shit. So go buy one. All proceeds go to supporting the show, getting Mikey a Mikey.
Instead of this Xbox mic that sucks.
Yeah, and you know what? We are, it's like a long-term plan, but eventually we're going to set up a Patreon with some extra perks for actual members, because I haven't said this in a long time, but for $3 a month, you get, 5 free rentals every week or whatever. That used to be the thing. Maybe we'll actually do that. I don't know. Anyway, that is enough pandering, but we also want you to pander to our listeners. So if you have a band and you have a new album coming out, if you are, I don't know, a director and you're making an independent film, if you are an artist and you're making a comic book or whatever, anything that you want to shout out or talk about, we'd love to have you on the store, on the show, in the store, because we're in the fucking store. Yeah. To come talk about your stuff. Yeah, we're in the store of the show of the show of the store, and it's tons of fun, and we want you to come talk to our audience, and really what we want to do is just support independent artists, so by giving you our platform to talk to our listeners about what you're doing. So we want to talk to you. Shoot us an email, vhsdoom@gmail.com, if you would like to come on the show and talk about whatever it is you're working on. All right. I think that's enough pandering from us and enough pandering from you, motherfuckers. So if you've listened in for the last few weeks, you know that we just wrapped up our epic 4-week Halloween road trip. Yeah. So many things happened. Mikey was just skin at one point, and then he was just bones
goo,
at another
yeah.
point.
No, I was goo.
Yeah. At one point, his head spun completely around as he fell down a staircase.
And it melted.
I was choked out by one of the granddaddies of horror and slasher in general. You know, we were both.
You were also kicked out of your father's house.
My dad disowned me. Me, baby stooge. He kicked me out of home, and he said, "Don't come back."
Powerbombed you through a table.
Yeah, so there was just a ton of fun stuff that happened. We both died multiple times. Scabby brought us both back with his chive and onion cream cheese burpee breath. And then I think he shat in Mikey's mouth once or something. I don't know.
That never happened. It was vomit.
It was
saying shit.
It was just a shit ton of fun. Yeah, we were, man. I don't know. We covered some of the most badass Halloween horror films ever made. We're not going to cover them again and talk about what we did, but go check them out. The last 4 episodes. That's our road trip leading to today, which is Halloween. We may make that a yearly tradition. Spooky season trips. But for now, we are just glad to be back home with our families, getting ready to go trick-or-treating and coming to work in the shitty little rental store. Now, I'm going to say, as exciting as everything has been, jumping through time, creating the financial crisis, killing a bunch of people in Africa with Scabby. Not me. I didn't do it. He made the earthquakes.
Why are you saying that?
As much fun as Mikey trying to assassinate George Bush and smoking crack out of Ronald Reagan's leg bone was.
Femur.
Yeah, femur. You know, we're glad to be here. And this week's super exciting, too, because it's not only Halloween, which happens on October 31st, but we are recording episode 31 on October 31st. So that's pretty fucking cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I like how it just worked out like that.
I know. But the thing is, it seems special, right? But that's like everything going too right. You know, it's like suspicious, you know?
Yeah, maybe my internet will die out.
Do you think we're going to die? Is someone going to try to kill
Maybe.
us? I don't know.
Yeah, some guy in a trench coat.
You know, as dangerous as it was jumping through time and seeing all those different, you know, places that we went, this store is just as fucking dangerous. So, I don't know. Anyway, cool. Mikey, how you been, bud?
I've been good. Just doing the usual stuff, like stuff with the family. We're going trick-or-treating tonight. Sammy's pretty excited about it. He had his first field trip the other day at school.
Oh, cool. What'd he do?
He went to a farm. He went to a farm yesterday. He was super excited about it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he pet some animals and stuff?
Yeah, he really liked the cows and I forgot what was the other one he said. I think frogs.
Frogs.
Because he kept saying ribbit and jumping around like a frog when he got home.
that farm has frogs. That's cool. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and then I watched one of the best movies of all time, one of the best horror movies of all time from 1974, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay,
by Tobe Hooper.
Mikey's pairing chainsaw movies.
No, I didn't do it on purpose. I watch this movie right around Halloween all the time.
Oh, okay, nice. Nice.
Okay. So, 5 friends head out to rural Texas to visit a grave of a grandfather. On their way, they stumble across what appears to be a deserted house and only discover something sinister within. And something armed with a chainsaw.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. You know, people always say how gory this movie is, and it's literally not. There's no blood in it at all. Except for when the hitchhiker cuts his hand.
Right, like compared to Pieces. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my god, but yeah, I love this movie a lot. Next one, The Boogeyman from 1980. It is a paranormal slasher that makes no fucking sense.
Okay,
but
cool.
I love it so much.
Love that.
It looks like at first it feels like a Halloween ripoff,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden it comes to like a weird paranormal thing to it.
Okay.
And then okay, so I'll read the thing. Through the reflection of a mirror, a girl witnesses her mother's boyfriend murdered. It's by a little kid.
Okay.
But there's a weird like exorcism scene. The house starts glowing in weird colors. Weird shit.
Okay.
It's by Yuli Lamar, 1981. I love that one a lot. It's
Nice.
weird. It's one of the worst slasher movies, but you know.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with this cover.
Ah, nice. Oh, that's a sweet cover, man. Yeah. See,
Well, this is from the '88 films one. It looks like a
looks like an Exorcist ripoff almost, more so.
I mean, it's kind of like I feel like it's like Exorcist mixed with like The Room mixed with Halloween.
Interesting. The Room.
But the room part is because it's not like it doesn't make any sense, and like the acting is very weird.
Gotcha.
Next one I watched is Mother's Day.
Oh, you went with the Kaufmans. All right.
Yes.
Nice.
I even put in the notes Lloyd's brother.
Yep. That's awesome.
From 1980, it's a really brutal slasher movie from that time period, from 1980. Two brothers kidnap and brutalize three women for the pleasure of their demented mother.
Okay.
It's crazy. I like this one a lot.
Nice.
What did you watch this week?
Well, so actually, I'll talk about the fam first. So we got home. I finally showered. I got all the vomit and like LSD juice and piss and like, all the cars.
Scabby man's pubes.
Yeah, scabby pubes and like the chive and onion smell is really still here, but I'm trying to get rid of that. Yeah, so just
what the pubes smell like.
They kind of smell like I don't know, radiation. If I can, that's a weird way to explain that, but it makes you dizzy when you sniff them. So I wouldn't suggest it. But yeah, so I worked on bathing myself for like 48 hours straight, and then yeah, I hung out with my kid, man. It's been so nice. So this week, technically last week, she had Halloween like dress up at her dance class, where she dressed up as Minnie Mouse. I don't know if I talked about that on the last episode.
No, you only sent me that on my phone. Oh,
okay, gotcha. Yeah, so she got dressed up as Minnie Mouse, went to dance class, and did a little ballet dance in a Minnie Mouse costume, and we hung out over the weekend. Carla wasn't feeling too well. She's a little sick. So I was hanging out with Ari all weekend, and we just had a ton of fun. She's in this weird stage where she she doesn't want to take her nap, like really doesn't want to. She'll fight it as hard as she can. And it was almost like a horror movie line, and I loved it so much. But this weekend, on Sunday, I had her like all day while Carla was resting. And so we go to do nap, and she says, "No nap for Ari. Today's your special day." And I was like, that sounds so threatening. What? It's my well, thank you, sweetie. I know she means it like, oh, I love hanging out with Dad, and it's your special day, so we're gonna hang out, but it sounded like it's my special day, you're gonna kill me. So that was funny. So yeah, it's just been family time, having fun with them. Nothing crazy outside of that. Yeah. Family. Oh no. Did you say family 3 times in the mirror? Do you know that brings out Family Guy?
I don't like him being here.
I farted.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through.
Weird. What you doing?
I can't do it anymore. I was trying to do the Herbert the Pervert impression. I can't do it anymore. No, it's not that high. I don't know.
Try it.
I can't do it anymore. I really can't. It's the lispy part of it, too.
Would you like some candy? No, I can't do it either.
That just sounds like Stuart from Mad TV.
Yeah.
There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same.
Look what I can do.
I've been
Holy
watching a lot of
shit.
that too. I forgot to say.
Nice. But yeah, so that's what
On
I did.
YouTube.
And then what did I watch this week? So I watched two movies outside of what we are covering today. First, random. Thank you, Tubi, again. If you want to sponsor the show, please do. That'd be great because everything I'm watching is on Tubi that's like from the 70s at least.
He's somehow become me now.
Yeah, Mikey's rubbed off on me. So I watched by Pete Walker from 1974, House of Whipcord. It's a very interesting film. So, random suggestion on Tubi. I clicked on it. It kind of fell in line with some of the other movies I'd been watching out like through the last couple of weeks, and so checked it out. The copy on Tubi obviously hasn't been restored. The like the nighttime and like really dark scenes are kind of washed with green, no matter how bright.
That's weird. There's a Blu-ray for it.
I don't
have
know.
a Blu-ray of it.
Maybe they don't have that copy in their database.
Probably
but
not. They probably have like an old one.
Yeah, so it's pretty well washed out with like a green kind of black. You know, it's just hard to see, right? No matter how bright you make your screen.
The dark blues and that kind of stuff piss me off.
Yeah, but outside of that, I think that film is really well written, really well acted. So essentially, this French girl who has been in a magazine, she posed for some nude pictures in a magazine, is picked up at a party by like a handsome young man, and he says he's going to introduce her. God, son of a bitch! Wow. All right, you waited till the middle of my review of House of Whipcord. That's a House of Whipcord thing to do. Monster Energy. He's drinking that good old Monster cum right on the lips.
Zero sugar.
Lickety lickety. It ain't got no calories, but it still makes you feel yummy good. Yeah.
10 calories for the whole can.
Oh, good for you. Nice. 10 calories and a heart attack, just for funsies.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Soon on the show.
Oh my god. No. If you, I would like. I'd have to like
post on Live Leak.
No, I'd probably would, but then
it's
like
not around anymore though. But yeah.
Holy shit. Rotten.com? No, it's not bad enough.
Well, now it's on Reddit. Like,
oh yeah, just put it on Reddit, right? Just put it on Reddit. That would make the podcast super popular in your stead. I'd have to just leave it at 31 episodes. That would be it. It'd be over, but whatever.
That'd be creepy.
Yeah, it would, right? And they never made a podcast again. Yeah, so House of Whipcord, yeah, this girl is essentially picked up by this like handsome young dude and taken to quote unquote meet his family. Well, the meeting of the family ends up being like a prison that his parents have created illegally, where they take promiscuous women particularly and punish them for their crimes, which nearly always results in death. So it's
and a lot of nakedness.
There's actually not that much nudity. Not nearly.
I mean, those
much.
kind of movies, like women in chain movies or women in prison movies.
Typically, there are, but not in House of Whipcord as much. If you're worried about that for some reason or another, like I wouldn't watch it around kids, that's for sure. But it's not going to have,
of course, not.
nearly as much nudity as like Pieces. So
I think in one of the other episodes, I recommended one of his other movies to you, The Comeback.
Oh, did you?
Oh, when you were talking about curtains, I think when you watched it, I told you they had the killer has an old hag mask on.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I highly recommend House of Whipcord. It's a lot of fun. It's it's kind of frustrating how many foiled attempts at escape there are, but it comes to fruition at the end, and things are like, holy shit, you know. So good, well put together movie. Not nearly as like poorly acted, written, or directed as a lot of movies from the 70s. So check it out. And then finally, I watched a modern film. Since I was back in modern times, I watched Renfield from 2023 by Chris McKay, starring the ever cool. Dude, I was about to say Bruce Willis. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, Bruce
Nicolas Cage.
I know, but Nick Cage, of course. But like, I was about to say Bruce Willis, but Bruce Willis is like, he's really struggling. He's got that like disease now, right? Did you hear about that?
Doesn't he have ALS or something?
Yeah, it's some form of that, something like that. But he's like losing his ability to verbalize and like have conversations and stuff.
That's crazy. That's really sad.
But anyway, yeah, not to be so sad. It stars the ever awesome Nick Cage. Yeah, so it also stars Nicholas Hoult, who plays Renfield, and Aquafina. I think her like real non-performing name is Nora Lum. She plays the cop, and Ben Schwartz. So I'm a big fan of Parks and Rec. So you're the worst.
Funny.
Yeah, he plays.
The one who plays his sister is cool too.
John Ralphia and Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a John.
Jenny Slate. Jenny Slate's
Ralphio Burt. Oh god, Jenny Slate Burt. Okay, I almost threw up right there. But yeah, anyway, so Renfield, I thought was a ton of fucking fun, man. Oh, also,
I did too when I first saw it.
Just another side note, Jenna Cannell, who is in the original Terrifier, plays one of the girls in like this therapy group, like that keeps getting interrupted all the time. So it was nice to see Jenna Cannell in something else. Not getting murdered by art. So I think Renfield's awesome. Essentially, Renfield is the tortured aide to his narcissistic boss, who is Dracula, and he's forced to procure his master's prey, do all of his bidding. However, after centuries of servitude, he's ready to see if there's a life outside of the shadow of the Prince of Darkness. I highly, highly recommend watching this movie, and yeah, that's what I watched. So anyway.
Very gory too.
Yeah, it is
and funny.
Super gory. There's a scene where
ridiculously gory.
Renfield like beats a bunch of people to death with somebody else's arms that he ripped off. So yeah, tons of fun. It's like when Carla and I were watching it, I turned to her. I was like, "This is the gore level of like Guns Akimbo." Have you watched Guns Akimbo?
Yeah,
with Daniel Radcliffe. It's like the same gore level, which is pretty impressive, really. So anyway. All right. Yeah, that's what we watched. That's what we did, folks. So let's go ahead and we are going to get you checked back in from last week. So we're actually here to get your movies. So go ahead and pass them to Mikey real quick. Okay. All right. So Balthy and Hugh sent you home with last week. First, Children of the Corn from 1984. Holy shit. Was there a fucking chainsaw in the box? Was that like a little mini enchanted chainsaw? Did it just slice your throat? What the fuck was that? Are you okay?
Okay.
Oh, good. All right.
Okay.
Scabby burped in your mouth.
My head was taken clean off.
Oh, so it was like a full-size chainsaw.
With an axe.
Oh, it was an axe.
With an axe.
Why did it buzz like that? Was it an electric
I don't know.
axe?
He had one in his hand, but he dropped it.
Who?
I can't tell you. We have to find out later.
Oh no! Is it the unknown man?
It's the Black Glove Killer who was also wearing a funny hat.
Oh, and a fucking pair of loafers.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Nobody can see where he is. He slipped into the shadows.
He hit my head off.
Oh,
he knocked my head off, and all of a sudden, just blood kept squirting and squirting and squirting.
Wow. Okay.
Because I found his puzzle. It was with the boxes.
The puzzle was with the cases?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
My blood's all over it.
Is the puzzle put together? Should we put it together? All right, let's...
Oh, God, he's behind you now. He's behind you now.
No! Okay, whatever. All right. I'm back. It's okay. Hey, you, get out of the store. You're not welcome here. We're not talking about you yet. It was Hugh. It was Hugh all along. He was the masked man.
I've been locked out for 3 days.
Did Balthy kick you out?
Yes. I didn't
told me there was no work if there was.
Balthy, go back. Stock up the cases. We're back. We got this covered. Hugh, get the fuck in the closet. We're here. Okay? This is our store. We're taking it back.
All right, I put him back in there.
All right, good. All right, so you got sent home with Children of the Corn from 1984. April Fool's Day from 1986 by Fred Walton of the Waltons. Good night, Fred. Black Christmas 1974 by Bob Clark. Blood-Sucking Freaks from 1976 by Joel M. Reed. Ralphus. And finally, The Gore Girls or Blood Orgy 1972 by the godfather of gore, Herschel Gordon Lewis. Also, for the kids, we did send you home with Monster Family from 2017 by David Safir. And I don't know how we got that on VHS, but Mikey, how do those look?
They look, why is there an axe through everything?
There's an axe in the tapes?
I'm going to lift it up. Wait,
okay.
Oh my God.
Jesus. What the fuck was
Why
that?
Dude, the shelf fell and like a corpse fell out of it.
Oh my God. Oh! Dude, it just grabbed your balls! It just grabbed your balls and they exploded! Oh my God. Oh my God, the corpse is still moving. It's still moving. Okay. Just one more for good luck. All right, perfect.
Why'd you break the window?
I didn't. I accidentally shot. Well, I aimed at the window and shot it out. I don't know why. Sometimes I just do things.
To the window.
Yeah. Yes, to the walls. Till the corpse grabs your balls. Oh, ouch, motherfucker. Oh, ouch.
Oh, yeah!
Anyway.
Killer motherfucker.
Yes. So I'm glad that the VHSs looked good until...
Not Jigsaw and Chainsaw Killer, but yeah.
Yeah, it kind of works. I'm glad that all the VHSs looked fine until that random man put an axe through them. It's super annoying. We're always losing tapes. I'm going to put that up on the board. One more thing that can't happen is we can't allow people with axes in here to cut our VHSs in half. Okay.
Axes, knives, and like shards of glass.
Okay. All right. I'll write all those up there. Our rule board
also,
is pretty long.
No skateboarding or rollerblading down a hill.
Okay, right, yeah. Or else you could smash through some glass and spur the memory of a killer. And then 5 seconds later, you'll be okay in the park. All right, so this week, we're going to get back.
Don't go into the locker room.
We're going to get back to basics. I'm super fucking excited because we are done with our 88 mile per hour demon-induced nightmare jumps through the fucking void, guys. At least for this week, I guess. It could happen next week. Or I could look out the window that I just shot through, and we could be moving at 88 miles an hour. I don't know. The story's weird. But this week, we're not. This week, we're taking it way back, sticking to them basics, and we're going to fucking press play. That's all we're going to do. We have this old-ass VHS player. We're going to pop in this tape. We're going to press play. No LSD, no scab tabs, no piss in the tank. All right. So listen up, you VHS destroying motherfuckers. Press play.
Warning. What you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces. It's exactly what you think it is. Pieces. Absolutely no one under 17 will be admitted.
Woo! All right. That's what I'm
getting silly.
Fucking talking about. I'm getting silly. I'm a silly Billy. This week, I am the puzzle master, and Mikey is Victor Long Penis.
I thought you were going to go with something else, and you just put the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm the puzzle master.
Oh, my God.
I should have made it like the puzzle master baiter or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Mikey's going to get us started by checking out the back of the box and reading that for us.
All right. I actually have one right here.
Nice.
All right. So, A psychotic killer stalks a Boston campus, brutally slaughtering nubile young college co-eds, collecting the body parts from each victim to create a likeness of someone. That gives away the whole plot of the movie.
Nice. Okay. Does it actually tell you who it is?
Yeah. No. It says what happened, like why he's building the thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, I didn't want to
No, you're good. Yeah, don't give it away yet. Not yet. We don't know who the killer is yet. All right, so just a couple notes for cast crew company. So Pieces, which in Spanish was titled Mil Gritos Tiene la Noche, which literally translates The Night Has 1,000 Screams, which is kind of a cool title, is a 1982 Spanish-American slasher film directed by Juan Piquer Simon, written and produced by Dick Randall. That's right, we got a Dick.
I have a thing for him.
Do you?
He produced Slaughter High and Don't Open Till Christmas, two other great slashers.
Nice. Love that.
And Juan Piquer Simon also put out Slugs, which is a crazy slug movie that eats people.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this film it had a great cast, especially in some of the leading actors, but Christopher George, Linda Day George, Frank Barana, Edmund Purdom, Paul L. Smith, Ian Serra, and Jack Taylor. The plot follows an unknown assailant killing female students at a college campus in Boston, and he uses their body parts to make a human jigsaw puzzle relating to something that happened in the beginning of the film. A co-production of Spain and the United States. Pieces,
this is the same thing I did.
A co-production of Spain and the United States, Pieces was originally released in Spain in August of 1982 and was distributed in the United States by Film Ventures International. Interestingly enough, this was Film Ventures International's very first unrated production that they put out. Since its release, the film has attracted a cult following and has been a drive-in favorite, and I could see why. While not prosecuted for obscenity, surprisingly, the film was seized and confiscated in the UK under the Section 3
I hate the Bean Eaters
of the Obscene Publications Act of 1959 during the Video Nasty controversy. Now, I can probably tell you the reason why it wasn't prosecuted. It's like my best guess, but I'm going to guess Edmund Purdom is why it was not prosecuted. That's my guess. The dean is a British actor. Yes, that would that would be my best guess, but whatever. So just a couple more notes here. Let's see here. The cinematography was by Juan Marne. It was edited by Antonio Grimeno. The music was by a group of people who's credited as
Fabio Frizzi.
Cam, right? I think that's what they are credited as. But yes, that was comprised of Stelvio Cripiani, Carlo Maria, Cordio, blah, 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 blah. A bunch of people with Spanish names.
Stelvio Caparini is one of my favorite composers. Same with Fabio Frizzi. Fabio Frizzi did a lot of full cheese music, too.
Oh, nice. What about Enrico Peregonzuni?
Never heard of him. He's probably done stuff for stuff I've watched. I just never heard of him.
All right, cool. So that's just a couple more notes. The runtime, 89 minutes, and the box office, it brought in about $2 million. But in today's dollars from 1982, that would be about $75 billion or maybe $3. I don't know. I don't know how inflation.
But now it's $3.
I don't know how inflation or money works. I'm not sure.
It's $3. I'm telling you.
Okay, I just believe Mikey. So, this week
I gaslight his reality.
right. Just like Scabby does to you.
Oh,
you pass it along. So
yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, this week we're not going to have a ton of production notes, so I've pulled some sources from all over the internet, so we can talk a bit more about this film. But yeah, Mikey is a good source. So we are going to jump into some of our favorite parts of the plot. Maybe some kills, maybe some things that happen. So Mikey, take it away. What are some of your favorite points in this film?
The cast is great. I love Linda Day George screaming, "Bastards!"
3 times. Super intense. Bastard.
And I love how
Bastard.
it's supposed to be Boston,
Bastard.
but you can tell it's Spain.
Right. Yes, absolutely. They did their best. They did.
I love the kills. One of my favorite ones is in the locker room when the girl gets chainsawed through.
Dude, that is such an
to get that effect, they use a pig's carcass.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that was really like a ripping. They ripped into that carcass.
Yeah, they used a live, like a chainsaw on it.
That's wild. Hopefully, a dead pig. I'm hoping.
Yeah, it was a pig carcass. It wasn't like it was alive right now.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
The opening kill, is like iconic. I think
with the mother.
Yes.
Yeah, axe to the face, and then the sawing.
I kind of get that one confused with Nightmares and a Damaged Brain because they sort of start the same.
Okay.
Where like a parent is like brutally murdered in that fashion.
Yikes! Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see you say. Well, I'm saying on there, but you said beans and capital letters.
Yes, I'll get to that.
Okay. But yeah, no, I love the cast. My other favorite kill is definitely the waterbed one.
Yeah, that's a great kill.
Yeah.
It's iconic because it turns well. I find it weird because they set it up in like near the beginning of the film. It's like a couple like college kids talking about how they want to make it on a waterbed or whatever, right? And they're like, "Oh, they got a waterbed in the lab," and I don't know what lab it is. Like, I never quite understood that. Like, why is there a waterbed in the lab? But whatever.
Wait, wasn't it near the pool though?
Yeah, but I don't know what the point of the waterbed in the lab was.
Dude, I don't know what's happening in Spain, but it's definitely
it's a
70s Spain. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a sex lab for horny.
Not 70s, 80s
horny
Spain,
college kids. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Nice, cool. You got any others you want to talk about?
No, but honestly, you had the same thing on there, but the kung fu instructor just pops out of nowhere and starts doing a fight scene.
Bro, the fact that that's actually Bruce Lee. What? What?
That's not Bruce Lee. That's the other Bruce Lee.
Oh, it's Bruce L.E.
He did a lot of Bruce Lee exploitation movies where he plays a Bruce Lee type character because he looks like him and his name is similar.
Got you.
That was a big thing back then. I was gonna say something, but I didn't say it.
Fuck, you're right. Oh my god, it's the other Bruce Lee, dude. This is the other Chainsaw movie with the other Bruce Lee. What the fuck? That's awesome. Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go over a couple of my notes here, which I know because we like a lot of the same stuff, we're gonna have a lot of similar notes, but we'll cover them. So, it stars Christopher fucking George, who's in just a ton of really cool films, including several that we've mentioned on the show, City of the Living Dead,
favorite slasher movie.
Yep, Graduation Day, Mortuary, with good old baby Bill Paxton. Tons of fun. That is Bill Paxton, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That movie was supposed to be a zombie movie from the trailer, it looks like, but then it's not.
And then they changed it, yeah. But he dresses up like a skull face kind of thing. Whatever. Also, Paul L. Smith, who plays Willard, may seem familiar, and as he stars as Bluto alongside Robin Williams in 1980's Popeye, which Mikey pointed out to me earlier.
Oh yeah, the other day,
yeah.
I was just gonna say we talked about it on text message, yeah.
Yeah, we did. He was in quite a few films as well, and I didn't realize Christopher George was in so many westerns. I got to go check some of those out.
Yeah, he was. He did a lot of stuff in Italy.
Yeah, for sure, he did. And then
He looks like our friend Mark.
Yeah. So, Edmund Purdom, who plays the dastardly Dean Foley, his very last. This is just a random note that
Father
I saw.
of Mick Foley.
Yeah, father of Mick Foley, the Bean Brit boy. His very last credited film role was in the 2001 Poopy Avetti film. He played alongside Poopy in The Knights of the Quest, where he played Hugh of Clarendon. So I just thought that was neat. Threw that out there. Yeah. So also, just some points throughout the film that I noticed. So after we talked earlier, Mikey, over text, where I was like, why does he have a British accent? Did he grow up in England? Was his mother American? So no. I went back and I rewatched the beginning. The Dean as a child has an American accent. The opening scene says Boston, 1942. So there is no explanation whatsoever for his British accent or his love of tea and beanses. So I don't know, man. I don't know. They just decided to let the British guy use his own British accent for the Bostonian American murderer. I mean, or something. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I spoiled it with the beanses. Anyway. Also, the image of a child sawing off his mother's limbs, that like super just unsettled me, really. What else? The axe to the face we talked about, that's a very solid effect. And then also the mother's head in the closet, that was ridiculous. I thought that the number of red herrings in this film was both great and annoying. You know?
I loved it. I don't know.
Right, so you have the groundskeeper with the chainsaw who's always looking at you like this.
Big hulking dude.
And he's always got one eye closed a little bit. And he's looking at you crazy. And he's like,
he's trying to look like Popeye.
He says, these aren't my keys. Where are my keys? Like, you know where your fucking keys are. Weirdo.
Doesn't he lose the chainsaw at some point? Yeah, he does, because that's how the killer gets it.
Right. Yeah. So, and then you have the professor who is, a gay professor. Whatever, they kind of talk about that in there, who is the anatomy professor, and he's like, no, they just really set that up. Like, he's all about just anatomy, penis. And he's always getting made fun of by the girls, or whatever. So, did you say he's all about the penis? What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I think he is. Good. I mean, whatever. But
I was just saying the word penis.
Yeah. Okay. And then who else was? Oh, this college student who they're like, oh, we trust him. Let's let him in on the police investigation. He pretty much works here now. Like, come on, come on.
Jack Taylor.
And he's sleeping with like the girls that are getting killed. Full frontal penis swinging nudity in this movie. Okay, all right.
Only the best for Dylan.
Dude, full on peen swing. Not lastly, I got a couple more notes here. One, the director used his own fucking daughter for the very gnarliest kill.
I thought it was the art director's daughter.
Oh, I thought it was the director. I thought you said it was the director's daughter.
No. It was one of the crew members, like the art director, I think.
Okay, I thought you said director. All right, so
no. Well, it's close, sort of.
There
was a director in that title.
In the direction of the movie, decided to let their own child be the most gnarly kill in the entire film.
Yeah, Susie's kill is like the best one in the movie, I think.
Holy schnit. Yeah, I could.
They use a piglet carcass.
I could not even imagine. I'd know. Do you remember? So, like, when we were doing Charlie and Annabelle, and Romit just like did not, like, he was like, "Oh yeah, my daughter could play the part," and then he read the script. He's like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not." Like, okay, yeah.
And then I started acting. He got even more weirded out.
It got even worse. Yeah. So I'm in that camp. I would not let my daughter be whatever, unless whatever. If she wanted to, I
think
couldn't.
Sammy, honestly, if we made a movie and Sammy was in it, he would love it. He's like so obsessed with like horror related stuff. I mean, he's never obviously I know would show these movies, but
right,
he loves all spooky things as he calls it.
Right. Well, maybe
Halloween stuff.
Maybe once they're like adults, okay, sure, whatever. But like I couldn't imagine being on set for the day that my daughter like got murdered. All right, yeah, last couple notes here. So, the head
bastards!
Of course, yeah, we already talked about bastards. That line is intense. Also, the music that they're playing over the loudspeaker right before that. Oh my god, I was gonna die, I thought. Da, 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 or whatever, it's ridiculous.
Just like Dylan's last week of Halloween theme.
Yeah, I would not put that in. I'd get sued by John Carpenter immediately. But anyway, yeah.
Not really. It was like da 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 da.
No, it's not close enough. That's why I wouldn't put in the real one. So the headshot that old Christopher George makes at the end. So, okay. Christopher George is an awful detective in this movie. He's like, hey, Professor, do you think that those marks on that corpse over there could have been made by this bloody chainsaw sitting right next to the body? I don't want to wait for the coroner. Like, what? And then the second they run in to the fucking like
oh my god
room where their lady detective is like paralyzed, he immediately is like, I'm gonna run out and find him. He doesn't even search the room. He's like, bye. And then that almost causes the death of a college student. So he's an awful cop. I'm just saying that. But he's got really good aim. So he ran back in the room, pop, and headshotted that bastard. That was it. So anyway, and then also the ending. I'm not going to spoil the ending for anybody, like the very, very end.
It gave my wife a nightmare.
But it gets you. It made me jump. It's like a classic jump. So anyway. Anything else from you before we move into production notes?
No, I agree with everything you said, honestly, because I love this movie so much, and I think the same things about it.
It's fucking awesome, man. It's a really, really solid movie. So
it's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
If you guys like over-the-top, weird, just funny slashers that make no sense, this is for you.
Yeah. So what we're going to do this week, we are going to jump into the just a few production notes that I found about the film. And then also I have excerpts from a couple articles from that I found online that go into just a little bit more information. And I really like the perspective. Oh God. Oh, that we're passing burps back and forth, buddy. And then we'll get into some critical reception. Well, we'll call it critical reception, but it's really the Harambe Man. Angry and both happy, and then we'll talk about.
I think we need a new title for that segment.
Why? I love it. The Angry Harambe Man. You don't like?
It's so like 2016.
I mean, we rent VHSs, so
so we're a few years off with memes.
Right, exactly. Hey, do you want to do the tortilla slap challenge for promotional?
What about the ice bath challenge?
Oh yeah, let's do the ice. Let's do the ice bucket challenge tomorrow for ALS. Holy shit!
Well, it's like 60 degrees in New England. I'll do it.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. All right, let's get it, folks. Okay, so just a couple production notes here. The script, 4 Pieces, was written by American exploitation filmmaker Dick Randall. Great
a lot
name.
of good movies he's made.
Yeah. And Italian producer Roberto Loyola, credited as John Shadow. Contrary to popular belief, Joe D'Amato was not involved in this production. I guess that is a popular belief.
One of my favorite Italian directors.
Yes.
He made Absurd.
Yes. Very, very good.
Esophagus, yeah. He had a production company that around that time too.
Yeah. I love his stuff. So this film was given to director Juan Piquer Simon by Randall and Stephen Minassian, with whom he had worked in previous films. Mini Asian. Okay, there's not a second I after the end, but I like that as the last name. Hi, I'm Dylan Mini Asian. Okay. They'd be like, who?
Like Vin Danzig last week.
Bro, that's the most badass fucking name, and you know it. Glenn Danzig fucking missed out on his opportunity to be Vin Danzig, but whatever.
On his opportunity to be in Fast and Furious movies.
He'd be like, we are family. We are family.
Everyone would be like hulking and taller than him. He'd be
we are family. Anyway, okay, so
he's a little short, like skipping leg day, motherfucker.
he is really top heavy.
he's one of my favorite singers and like musicians, but like he's just so short and it's funny because he's so buff.
He's got the Napoleon complex for sure.
Definitely.
Okay. So, although the film was set in the United States, specifically in Boston, as we said, it was mainly shot in and around Valencia, Spain, as is very evident, which is the home of director Simon, although some exterior filming took place in Boston. The shoot lasted 4 weeks with the cast and crew, and another week went by to film the special effects for an estimated budget of $300,000. So they made some money on this. Good for them. Some of the American exteriors were shots that were reused from Supersonic Man from 1979, which was also directed by Simone. Have you ever seen Supersonic Man?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. The cover looks pretty cool, though.
I've only seen Slugs and what's the other one? Cthulhu Mansion.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that. I was reading about that earlier.
Vinegar Syndrome put out on Blu-ray. It's really
nice. Nice. Okay, well, so according to the interview with Simone in Pieces of Juan on the Grindhouse DVD version of the film, the director says that none of the female stars of the film knew how to play tennis, even though they were supposed to be portraying professional players. A tennis coach had to be hired so that they could learn to lob the ball in a convincing enough manner to make the film believable, which they still were. If you really watch, they were like shooting that ball like fucking 10 feet in the air. It was not believable, but whatever. Simone also revealed in the interview that he is proud of the visual effects in the film, especially the pig carcass that was used for the effect of the chainsaw cutting through a young woman's stomach and the slaughterhouse guts that were used. That was a really great effect. The film did star real-life husband and wife team Christopher George and Linda Day George, while the Spanish version Boy George was also in the film. If you didn't know, he played the little boy who killed his mother. Boy George. Boy.
That's not even true.
No, that is today's false fact.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Okay, so
he said, why do you want to hurt me?
He said, bitch, don't you touch my puzzles
why do you
ever
want to make
again.
me cry?
Ever again. Ever. While the Spanish version had an original musical score by Librado Pastor, the international release used library music from several composers, including those that we mentioned earlier, but
two of my favorites,
Stelvio Cipriani and Fabio Frizzi. Collectively, they were credited as Cam. Cool. All right, so those are really all of the production notes that you can find on Wikipedia, IMDb, stuff like that.
Razzle-dazzle.
We're going to talk a little bit. We're razzle-dazzle, bitches. Episode's over. No, so we're gonna read a couple excerpts from some articles that I liked online about this movie that cover a little bit more information. So the first one here is from a website called Little White Lies. And they say, quote, if all of this sounds like standard giallo slasher fare, and it has elements from both. In fact, Simone constructs his film in much the way that the killer recreates his puzzle, taking a bit from here and a bit from there and stitching all of these disparate pieces into a monstrous hybrid. For here, we also have campus comedy, lengthy voguish aerobic sequences, true, and even an entirely gratuitous kung fu scene with actor the other Bruce Lee doing his very best impression of his near namesake.
Of Bruce Lee.
Right. And in the end, when the whodunit has been resolved, there is a coda which once again shifts the genre, this time towards monster movie territory. With its rough-hewn composite identity, Pieces proves hard to pin down. It's set in Boston, but mostly shot in Madrid. The dialogue in its English language version is always mannered and unnatural. Its dubbing is shrilly overacted and hyper-real. All of this contributes to the film's elusive, intangible quality as familiar tropes are remixed in unexpected combinations and defamiliarized through idiosyncratic gestures. You good?
And I just love this movie so much.
Oh, I know it is. It's so good. Though it has since gained a cult following, when it was first released, Pieces barely registered with audiences who were perhaps mesmerized by its brilliantly
dumbest motherfuckers around
tawdry poster tagline. It's exactly what you think it is. Into imagining they were watching bog standard slasher sleaze. On the contrary, Pieces is several strange slices of sensationalism, whose whole is far more than the sum of the parts. All right.
Giallo.
Now, I took one more section, one more little quote out of another website, which I love the title of, VHSrevival.com. I personally loved their viewpoint. So,
but actually, if you think about it, it's the reverse of us.
Yeah. We are the
We're
Doom,
They're
and they are the Revival. Yes, exactly. I love this website so much. So anyway, I like their point. So we'll cover this real quick before Mikey gets into his reviews. So the mode of establishing this quote. I'll start from the beginning.
The scrototopsy.
I'm sorry, whom? Okay, quote. The motive establishing setup is textbook slasher fare, but Pieces is not the kind of movie that does things in half measures, revealing its savage tone and goofy shenanigans from the get-go. During the opening prologue, the boy who...
No, I don't want to go on the waterbed. Don't make me go on the waterbed.
Why are you jumping on the waterbed? That is not a place for adults. That's only...
I got stabbed a bunch of times through my face.
Did you know that a lot of rental contracts for houses these days specifically call out that people are not allowed to have water beds?
I feel like that's in my contract for my apartment.
Yeah, because they would pop and ruin houses.
Of course, yeah.
Or killers would come in and stab you to death and let bloody water trickle all through the rest of the house. I don't know. Anyway.
But what you can do is you put liner down, you put water down, and some plants, and then you have a little jungle.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
And then eventually you'll have like its own little clouds coming out.
Are you making...
Here's a prank call once, I'm just saying.
Are you making your apartment a terrarium?
I might be.
Oh my God. Your landlord's going to kill you. Anyway. All right. So continuing. During the opening prologue, the boy who will grow to be our unnamed killer is scolded by his mother for piecing together a nudie jigsaw. One that looks like...
Where did he get it from? That's the thing.
He got it from 1980.
He just found it in his closet.
It does not look like a 40s woman, that's for sure.
They've sold the puzzle before.
Yeah?
I think Grindhouse Releasing did when they put out the movie.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, so the article continues. He hacks her to pieces for her fit of parental outrage, first with a relentless axe and blows to the skull, and then with a handsaw, which is so disturbing. It's absolutely brutal, perhaps the most brutal opening to a Golden Age slasher that I've ever witnessed, yet I was laughing hysterically the whole way through. Not because of the violence itself, but because of the camp nature of the execution and Simone's general apathy towards the details.
I said this in our text messages before the show. I really think this is like a fever dream.
It is. It kind of is. So continuing with the article, in its pure uncut form, Pieces is unapologetically violent, peddling trash with the ruthless efficiency of a Madison Avenue exec employed by Patrick Bateman. It's also crazier than a shithouse rat let loose in a crack lab, teeming with pricelessly woeful actors, insane plot developments, and all manner of cinematic faux pas.
What's a crack lab?
You've never been to a crack lab?
Because, you just use, don't they just use, a stove?
Yeah, but you want
stove with baking soda or something?
You want to be professional. You don't call it a house. You call it a lab. Hey, come on down.
Yeah, totally.
Come on down to the lab. I got crack in a waterbed. Okay. Continuing the article. Continuing the article. It's teeming with pricelessly woeful actors, insane plot developments, and all manner of cinematic faux pas. Some characters appearing randomly with absolutely no bearing on the plot at all. Early in the movie, now I like this point. Early in the movie, a random girl skateboards through a plate of glass being carried by two workmen. Now you presume that she's dead, or at least she's going to be injured, but only moments later, the same actress is having her head lopped off with a chainsaw while smiling, reading a book on the campus grounds in broad daylight. Is it the same character?
Kills.
Question, is it the same character?
Yes. I think she was having a daydream.
Well, I don't think so. This article says, have we leapt dramatically forward in time? According to actress Roxana Nito. They are the same character, the intent being that she survived the crash without any injuries, the broken glass acting as a trigger for our killer's obsession with making a fully formed body from the limbs of his victims. Only that isn't established with any kind of clarity. We barely get past the credits, and I'm already confused as hell. So if you remember in the beginning, his mother smashes the mirror. Yep, right before she starts to throw away all his stuff, and he kills her. So, did somebody just break a mirror over your head? Oh no! Our masked, unnamed killer.
Crack rock? Give me the crack rock.
It's in the lab. It's in the lab with the waterbed. Oh god.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
There was a weird guy in here talking about crack rocks. I didn't know what to do.
Just send him to the lab. Yes. So.
Hey, you want to come to the lab with me? Hell yeah, dude.
I think that this movie doesn't do a great job of stitching together the trauma of the little boy. And so what they're saying here is that this man has not been killing since he was a child, right? He hasn't killed up until the point of now because he's been the dean. He's been working at the school for a while, and these are the first murders, right? So the glass being broken was the trigger that set him off to go back to his childhood. I don't know.
But what about, did he have the hat and the gloves and the jacket before, or did he buy them after?
I don't know. I don't know about that, but
was definitely... he like so triggered he went to like the store and he got a chainsaw and he was just like buying things? I'm just kidding.
He definitely kept his mother's dress because that's in the box, and his mother's shoes and the puzzle. So he obviously kept those as mementos, but like, why would the glass shattering be the thing that set him off? And why hasn't he killed since he was a kid? I don't know. Because he'd be 50. They literally say 40 years later. So he was like 10. He'd be like 50, right? I don't know. Anyway. All right. So last paragraph of this article, and then we'll get to Mikey. So being their first unrated movie at a time when blood and guts horror was a veritable goldmine for indie distributors, Pieces represented something of a breakthrough for film ventures, convincing Montoro that their target demographic wasn't just a bunch of sickos out for perverse kicks, as sections of the media had suggested. Quote in the article, quote, "The Italians had a whole run of cannibal and gore movies, but I never distributed any of those pictures," he would explain. They distinctly lacked any sense of humor, either intentional or unintentional. To me, they weren't entertaining. Pieces, most likely unintentionally, certainly has a sense of humor about it. And at the same time, the picture incites enough of a scream from the audience to make it pay off for the gore aspect. Personally, when I see things that are very explicit, I usually turn my eyes away. I like being scared, but I don't like gore. But with Pieces, I didn't take my eyes off the screen because it had never affected me. Maybe because the fun parts took the edge away. It was too ludicrous. End quote. So that ends our articles from both Little White Lies and VHSRevival.com. All right, Mikey, you take it away with reviews and home media.
Okay, so this is another horror cliche. This was a review from 1999.
Ooh, nice.
It's a one star. If you like bad horror movies and this film is for you, it has all the elements of a bad horror film: bad acting, tons of gore, cheesy deaths, pointless nudity, poor characterizations, and useless scenes. In a normal slasher film whodunit situation, it is a normal slasher film whodunit situation, but everyone with some sort of intelligence knows who the killer is from the awful beginning to the climax of the stupid ending. Try to avoid at all costs.
Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what we got to do? That's old Angry Harambe. Hold on. Let me get it loaded up.
Take him out and shoot him in the head.
All right.
Shoot him in the taint, too.
Oh, one more in the taint? Okay.
It's only been 10 taint shots.
Okay. All right. He's down. Okay.
All right. So this is a 10 out of 10. This movie is either a 1 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Anything between doesn't do it justice.
Okay, I like that.
From 20 years after that.
Oh, okay. All right. Was that the whole review?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
I have other ones.
No, you're good. Yeah, they're happy Harambe, and now they're going to heaven.
I have this one. This one's really good, though. You'll like this one.
Go ahead.
Extra cheese, please. Pieces tends to be far, far down the scale of brilliant, but it does supply some unintentional laughs. Lines from actors are sloppily dubbed in English. Listen to the girls in the hallway about their drug habits too much. Also, in skateboarding into a mirror,
yes,
Hammy acting from Linda George, a girl wetting her pants, and more bloodstained 80s fashion.
I forgot
you can
about
shake
the
a stick at.
Oh, I forgot she pissed her
I have
pants.
this one on tape. While it won't give you nightmares, at least you'll have a good time or a good laugh. This is also from 1999.
Nice. Thank you for that. Goodbye. All right, cool. And then you got the home media too, buddy.
Home media.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, home media. The uncut, uncensored director's cut of Pieces as a 2-disc DVD in 2008, distributed by Grindhouse Releasings. I had that one. I upgraded to their Blu-ray of it, which came with the soundtrack, actually.
Okay, cool.
The release includes interviews with director Juan Picar Simon, an extended interview with star Paul L. Smith, which is really good. I do recommend listening to or watching that.
Nice.
The 2-disc deluxe includes first time an optional restored original soundtrack by Spanish composer Labrado Pastor, as well as a number of bonus materials. In 2011, the British company Arrow released the film on DVD in 6.66 anamorphic aspect ratio version with introduction by Jack Taylor,
nice.
A number of other extras.
Arrow.
That's how they said his name in a documentary.
Oh, nice. Arrow Bean Video. Got it. Okay.
All right, so this is the one I'm about to talk about from 2016, right here. Dylan?
Okay, yeah, nice. That's a great cover.
Yeah, it really is cool. The whole packaging is cool. Because look at this, watch this. It comes with the soundtrack and then a DVD case, actually.
Nice,
Or Blu-ray case. Okay. The Blu-ray includes a theatrical cut of for the U.S. and Spanish versions of the film, a documentary about history of 42nd Street called 42nd Street Memories is included. That's a really good documentary, too.
Okay.
If you like anything about 42nd Street from like the 80s and 70s.
Yeah.
All right. And then also a commentary for U.S. version by star Jack Taylor. Extras from 2008 special edition. And then as I showed you guys, if you're watching on YouTube, the CD of the original soundtrack. Which is by CAM, the group we just talked about.
Yeah.
Taken from the original masters. In addition, the 3,000 units of special edition include a facsimile of the nude woman is seen in the beginning of the film. That actually sold out before I got the Blu-ray.
Oh, no, did it?
I wanted that so bad, yeah.
Yeah, the puzzle edition.
I'll talk about that later.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool. It came with like a little puzzle that you put together, and it's a naked lady.
That's so cool, man.
I've also seen people put it out on socks, I think.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
Yeah.
Neat. Like the socks have the puzzle on them?
The puzzle.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. I might be wrong.
Interesting. Cool.
And I love this quote from one of my favorite critics, Chaz Ballin. He wrote the Gore Score. It's a cool book. I have it.
Yeah.
It has everything you could want in a bucket full of chainsaw violence, absurd amounts of nudity, and the greatest ending in film history.
Yes.
Oh, that was by Eli Roth. My bad.
Yeah.
That was by Eli Roth.
Eli Roth did say
That's his
that.
favorite movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Mikey. So, we're gonna finish up with one last article that I found, just some notes that I really liked as a closer. So this is actually from a really cool website called trashfilmguru.com. Check that out.
Never heard of that site before.
No, it's like
I don't trust it.
It's like a WordPress site. There's probably like a virus in my brain right now. I don't know, but anyway. I really like their quote. So just to close out from trashfilmguru.com, the obscure
Oh my God.
What?
I saw what you picked for next week.
Yes. Okay.
You guys are going to love this shit.
Dude, I went through the list and I was like, oh, fuck. Yes. Anyway. All right. So the obscure 1982 Spanish lensed slasher Pieces is blessed with two taglines so good that no film deserves them both. One, quote, "You don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre." And two, "It's exactly what you think it is." And even though both statements are, how is this for a rarity, absolutely true, the fact is that it's still tough to live up to a pair of slogans that are so cool. Pieces gives it a good effort, though, and sometimes it succeeds, even in spite of itself. Pieces, you see, is a movie absolutely unconcerned with doing anything else apart from delivering the goods. The goods in this case being, of course, gut-churningly bloody mutilation and dismemberment in enormous quantity, with plenty of gratuitous nudity thrown into the mix to keep the audience in their seats, even when no one is getting killed. In pursuit of that, some would say noble, I suppose, goal, director Juan Piquer Simon is willing to sacrifice anything and everything along the way. Plot coherence, acting professionalism, basic safety standards, even any shred of dignity itself. And this is in parentheses, upon finding out that one of his actresses got really petrified at the idea of a chainsaw in close proximity to her, understandable enough, Simone had his chainsaw-wielding killer corner her, run the thing right up next to her, and filmed her literally pissing her pants with fear. That's real. I didn't know that. Is that real for real?
Neither did I.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
I guess it is. I didn't know that.
Huh. These are all obstacles in the way of giving the audience exactly what they're paying for. Holy shit. Along the not-so-twisting and turning path of mystery that Pieces takes us on, we do get some truly great scenes, even if they are all pretty unintentional. Lines like, quote, "The most beautiful thing in the world is smoking pot and fucking on a waterbed at the same time," for instance, should be enshrined in movie history right up there with "Here's looking at you,
We should make a shirt with this as Pieces without as a tagline.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. Anyway, continuing. Our final verdict here, then, is that this, indeed, exactly is what you think it is. Certainly no more. Clearly, nothing apart from producing the most extreme gore fest possible on pretty much no budget mattered one iota to Simone and company, but no less either. Pieces is hardly a unique, original, or even particularly professional entry into the slasher genre, but it sets itself one goal and one goal only, and it tears into that like a hungry dog with a raw steak. And you sort of can't help but admire watching that play out in front of you. As for the ending, well, I'm not going to say a damn thing. I'm just not. You really have to see it for yourself about 6 times, and you still won't understand what the fuck they were thinking. But hey, no less an authority than Eli Roth says it's the greatest ending in movie history. So what do I know?
It's one of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we got, folks.
Do you think this movie is gorier than Dead Alive? Or actually, no. Terrifier. How about that? Terrifier 1.
No. I mean, yes and no. So it's all about what they could do legally and and special effects, right? So like in Terrifier, they saw a woman in half from top to bottom, like through the crotch. Now they do they chainsaw a woman in half in this movie
in a different way
through the abdomen. But I think that they show more of the cutting in Terrifier, which makes it gorier for me, But
they also use like slaughterhouse like entrails.
Right, dude. The fact that they show the half of the woman just in the bathroom with blood everywhere.
That was a disturbing scene.
That was disturbing. So I don't know. I think it's on par. I think if they made Pieces with today's technology, it would be unbelievably intense and gory.
I agree.
Yeah. That's I think that it's on par with those for sure. And it's definitely an inspiration to everyone who's worked in horror after.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
It's so good.
It is. That's all we're going to say for the end. Our opinions are it's fucking a great movie. And
10 videotapes out of 10.
I gave it 10 tapes out of 10 for sure. All right, that's it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get you guys the fuck out of here. So this week, we are the ones who are checking you out, bitches. And I got my fucking eyes on you. Not stealing my fucking sody pops.
Hey, Balthy, come here.
What? Hey, what's up, buddy? What the fuck? What the...
All over his head. His head's gone. He can regrow in like a couple days, but he can't talk to us now.
Why did you fucking kill Balthy? You guys were on good terms.
I told him I was going to last week.
You know he's gonna come back and murder your whole family. Like he's gonna.
Oh wow.
What? You need to make sure you get some protection. Salt is really good. You need to have like warding. I would get some anti-possession necklaces. Holy shit.
I have those silver bullets too, which kind of help.
He is not a fucking werewolf. That's not
It worked one time. He ran away screaming. He's saying, ow.
Obviously a shotgun to the head works, so keep one of those around too. Anyway. All right. So we are going to send you, grab your popcorn, grab your candies, grab your sody pops. We're back in business and we're sending you home with some fucking movies this week. So we are sending you home with a treasure trove of films this week, and we're so glad to be the ones handing them to you. All right, so this week you were going home with, from 1980, directed by Charles Kaufman, Mother's Day. Yes. Also, you're going home with another 1980 classic, The Boogeyman, which I have not watched. I might take a copy home for myself. We're also going to send you home with House of Whipcord from 1974 by Pete Walker. Go watch some nice young French women get whipped on the back. Renfield from 2023 by Chris McKay. And for them kids and the family time, since it's Halloween, we're going to send you home with Sleepy Hollow from 1999 by Tim Burton. All right. Mikey, what are we talking about next week, buddy?
We are talking about From Dusk Till Dawn from Robert Rodriguez.
Woo! Fuck yeah, buddy.
Here we go.
We're about to go
attacked by vampires now.
On a strange fucking ride. That movie is
George Clooney's going to be there too.
Yeah, and good old Quentin Tarantino will be along for the ride with us. All right,
Umberto Lenzi.
Umberto Lenzi. It's me.
That interview where he's like coked out and he says that was hilarious.
Bro, honestly, I'm going to see if I can get a clip of his lines in that movie. What the fuck was that? The Japanese?
Django? It's a Japanese Django one. I forget which one it's called.
Japanese
Troy
Django.
called me out on it last time. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
The Heike clan in red got themselves hog-tied by the Genji clan in white. Their story goes a little something like this. The sound of the Gyeongchoja temple bells echoes the impermanence of all things. What does it say? The color of the Sala flower reveals the fruit that to flourish is to fall. You okay, fella?
Anyway, okay, let's call this done. Shout outs. This week, I'm going to go ahead and shout out a couple really cool people. So on TikTok, I run our TikTok account, which I'm a little behind on right now, but I'm going to try to get a couple videos out soon. But we got followed by a couple cool people. Tony's Horror Musings on TikTok, really cool person who's interacted with us. Also, there's another film podcast that followed us called the REO Scared Podcast. Seems pretty cool. And then lastly, one more podcast, the Real Horror Show Podcast. Their tag on TikTok is "We died and we can't get into heaven until we review every horror movie on Netflix," which could be a disaster. I think some of those are probably awful.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, so they really are in hell. But anyway, yeah. So those are my shout outs this week. Also, I'm going to shout out my boy Mike. Mikey is the fucking man, and I never shout you out, and you're my bestie, so you're cool. All right. Who you shouting out, Mikey?
Shout out to Troy at Private Troy on... Is it Private Troy still?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think he's been banned for anything.
Okay. Ralphus from the movie Bloodsucking Freaks.
Ralphus.
My other podcast, A Dab of Death, with my co-host Jimmy. And then in Pod We Trust, that's another cool podcast that always shouts us out. And then my wife, Katie.
Nice. Hey, Katie. I guess I should shout out Carla then. Hi, Carla. Our wives are cool.
And not Balthazar. He's dead.
Yeah, he's going to hurt you. You are in for it.
Every time this happens, he dies a little bit.
Oh my God. Do you hear the radio? The radio's going off.
Mikey, I'm gonna come for you, Mikey.
That's creepy. Why would you come for me?
I'm gonna come on you, Mikey. My cum is fire. Oh, did that monster taste
Vomit is
good?
everywhere.
Because I put something in it, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You're fucking in for a ride, buddy. Okay? Toodles.
Oh,
Holy shit, bro.
Cabby man, help me, please.
You're in trouble. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. So don't forget, come on the podcast if you have a project you want to promote. Shoot us an email at vhsdoom@gmail.com if you're interested in that. Also, if you go buy a shirt, shoot us an email at vhsdoom@gmail.com with some pictures of you wearing it, and we'll invite you to come on the show if you want to talk. That'd be cool. Yeah, so I think that's it.
Shout out to Satan.
Shout out to our Lord and Savior, Satan Christ or something. I don't know. We're definitely going to get put on the podcast nasties list. Anyway. All right, y'all. Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for listening in.
Dirty and nasty.
You're all the best. Peace. Take it easy.
Peace.
All right. So let me get these lined up here. 1 second, please.
So I saw what you picked for the kids movie, and I almost thought you picked the movie Kids.
Oh my fucking God. That would be an awful kids movie. We should do that one week, though.
Jesus!
And this week's kids movies is Kids.
It's ABCs of Death.
Holy shit, bro.